Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to Looney Tunes World of Mayhem. This video is going to go over August events. We're going to see what we have to look forward to the rest of this week and into next week. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. Just a quick reminder, all the links to my social media are in the description below, so definitely check that out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the events. So I have to apologize, I'm a little late on this. Last month, we left off events going up to the 6th. I wasn't able to get some videos out between then and now, so we are going over August events. So currently what we have going on, we have Toony Loons right now. We have this one for Forest Farm and Looney going to the 15th, and then on the 16th, we're going to pick up with Town Summit and Desert. Now, we do have this wrapped up. We wrapped up Space Jam 2 events nicely. I'm very interested in your thoughts. What do you think about that whole series of events? And how did you do? I got everybody unlocked, I think, except for Roadrunner. And I think I missed out on that one, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait for him to come around the next time. But I think this event here, this heavily leaned towards the Dunkers because you were able to build up Bugs and Lola much easier than you were some of the other tunes. So I think they kind of lean towards you building the Dunker team anyway. But very interested, were you able to build the Shooters team up? And what do you think about the two different teams? We are currently going through the Path to Legendary right now for King Daffy. That is in the game for those of you who haven't seen it yet or haven't jumped in the game yet. Here are your PTL tunes here with Captain Bly, Professor Prissy, Outback Dog, and Conqueror Taz. So we are able to... They actually don't have Conqueror Taz down here, do they? They mentioned him up here, but as far as where you can get them, Captain Bly here, find him in the Golden and the Mega Wheels. Professor Prissy, you'll find her in the Arena Store. Then Outback Dog, find him in the Arena Store, so definitely farm them from there as well as their houses if you're able. And just kind of a reminder here, too, as far as Path to Legendary events, they do start at player level 30, so if you're not 30 yet, you're not going to see this campaign just yet. All right, so definitely want to work towards that. That whole team, the Imperial team with King Daffy, is a great team to have. One of the spotlight teams that you can find in your roster. So definitely take a look at that. And again, go all out on that guy. He's really good. Next, we have the City Regional event that we have currently going on right now. The PTL goes until the 13th. It did start yesterday as of the recording of this video. The City event we have going on right now, August 10th through the 16th. So that started today. Now, in here, you do have some options as far as what to use in the event exchange, just like every event. But I feel right now, work on your Dodge team. If you haven't already, work on your Dodge team. You can go ahead and get your Zoot Suit Daffy pieces out of there. If you've got that team completed, then you can definitely work on the superhero team. I would go for House Party team members later because the superhero team, the Dodge team, much better than the House Party. House Party has been in the game for a very long time and is a good team, but not as good as some of the newer teams that have been coming out, especially since the game has geared more towards structured teams with the Magic team we're going to talk about in a second and the Toon Squad for both Dunkers and Shooters. It's kind of left the House Party team in the dust. However, the House Party team is still good for for a tower as well as R&D. So they still have some good uses there, but I would definitely prioritize Dodge first, then your superhero, then work on your House Party and whatever else that you need from that exchange. That is going to go until the 13th, like I had mentioned. Then we're going to go into the Magic Spotlight team, which started today as well, goes to the 13th, right alongside the City event here. This team is phenomenal. I still think this team is way overpowered. I am surprised they have not done anything with this team yet. If I can pull up the screenshots, I'll go ahead and add some screenshots to this video where I took a 67K Magic team, very low Magic team. I am working on them. I took out a 160K team, which is just nuts. This team punches up so high. Now, it doesn't do it 100% of the time, but it does do it a high percentage of the time. So this team is definitely worth working out, especially at my level right now. I feel that if you max these tunes out, I'd love to see how high that these tunes can, this team can punch up if you have these tunes all maxed out. I can't wait. I'm going to continue to work on it. I'm still going to be skeptical to the fact that the devs aren't going to do anything with this team yet. I don't want them to because the team is fun, but we'll see what happens. I've mentioned it a couple times before. I've also got some comments on it as well. So it's definitely a fun team in its current form. We'll see kind of what happens. But that goes to the 10th to the 13th. So have fun with that. We have a brand new toon, and with this new toon, we are going to see a brand new team come into play. So we have new Grand Dukeling Jr. event coming up from the 13th to the 17th. Epic toon here. It does say right here, joins your team of Aristocrats. So we're going to have an Aristocrats team. Don't know who exactly is going to be in it other than Grand Dukeling Jr., as well as another toon that we're going to see here in just a minute. But we don't know who's going to make up the other two. Now, typically with structured teams, they have a legendary attached to it. Don't know who that may or may not be. I didn't see if the next toon is legendary or not. We'll find out here in a second. But deadly and undodgeable counterattack. So that's going to be fun. I almost feel like Grand Duke needs to be part of this team since counterattacks is kind of his thing as well. So we do have that. Let's look forward to that on the 13th. We should see some interesting information come out on him soon as well. We have Path to Legendary Bugs the Brave coming up 16th to the 20th. This used to be my favorite team. If I was to stack rank them, and I've been wanting to put a team video out for a long time, and I'm hoping I can get to it soon. But if I was to stack rank this team, I don't know that this team would be in the top 5 anymore. Top 10, more towards the bottom of the top 10, I think. They're a good team. They're interesting. They got Marvelous Marvin in there now. They just don't punch up a whole lot as much as they used to. And going up against some of these structured teams that are being put together, I think this team is kind of being left behind as well. But, I mean, it's still a fun team. One of my first legendaries, I think, was Bugs the Brave. And I clicked on the button and it took me right here. Wrong PTL information here. So hold on a second. Let me go ahead. Boom. Pat the legendary. Let's look up the right one. Here we go. All right, so we've got Gridiron Gossamer, Sylvester the Brash, Sylvester Slaslow, and Tweety the Twoo, all required to unlock Bugs Brave if you don't have them already. If you do have them, then obviously you're going to work towards getting this team up to a 7.7 star so you can get your Bugs the Brave up to a 7.7 as well. So definitely work on that. I mean, it's good maxing the team out, and they're fun. They're fun. They're just not as powerful as they used to be. Again, that power creep that tends to plague gacha games. All right, next we have the regional event for Desert coming up from the 17th to the 20th. A ton of stuff going on. We do have Conqueror Taz in there, one of the tunes that is required for King Daffy as well as part of the Imperial team. Definitely want to get him. So there's your Desert team coming up. And then we have Professional Spotlight. That's coming up as well. This is an interesting team to add with their, what is it? I can't remember the name of their specific mechanic, but basically you take them down to 0, they survive. Somebody remind me in the comment section. I'm sure I'll remember after the video. But takes them to 0, they don't die. They're brought up to 1 hit point, and then you got to take them out again in order to take that team out. Interesting mechanic there. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. And then we have the Countess. So here we go. Okay, here's the legendary. All right. So she's the legendary. The Countess Penelope event, 21st to the 24th. Very interesting. She's part of the Aristocrat team as well. You can see right here. So their legendary is going to be Countess. Then we're going to have Grand Dukeling Jr. I feel we need to have Grand Duke in there. So there's the 3. Now, hopefully there's not a third brand new tune coming out. Hopefully they're going to reuse another tune. I don't know kind of what her thing is going to be, but they don't have a healer in there. So what if they brought in Chamberlain? Chamberlain's been around for a very long time. It'd be interesting. He kind of seems like he would fall into that Aristocrat team. We'll find out. We'll find out pretty soon, actually, within the next couple weeks. So very interesting there. So there's the Aristocrats. We have their leader with Countess Penelope starting on the 21st. And that's it. That's what we have. Lots of stuff going on. A new team, new tunes. Lots of cool stuff. Interested, what do you think? And what do you think of this? These Aristocrats, if they're going to be focused on deadly and undodgeable counterattacks, I wonder what else this team is going to bring. And is she going to be the healer, or is she going to be somebody else, like an attacker? Don't know. I feel Chamberlain should be a part of that. So we'll see what happens with all of that. And that's what we have for right now. Again, I apologize for the late event video, but that's what we have for the rest of this weekend and the next week. You can keep an eye out for part 2 as this event calendar continues to get fleshed out for the month of August. All right, everybody. There we go. That's what I had for you. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.